Welcome back to my channel, guys, and in today's video we are taking on the Godskin Duo in Elden Ring. So before we start off this video, I want to say go down in the comments and I want you guys to comment how many times do you think I'm gonna die. So just comment down below how many times you think I'm gonna die in this video, and as a hint, it's basically the same amount of times Manchester United have lost in the Premier League this year. So that's a good tip for those who watch soccer, and it's interesting. Maybe it's just interesting. I think I want to hear your responses on how many times you actually think I'm gonna die. So without further ado, I don't know why I pronounce it that way. But yeah, let's just get straight into this video. As usual, we're just basically running around, getting to a lost site of grace, you know, and then from there we basically move on until we basically end up with the boss. So yeah, right off the bat we're going into a fight. That's why we basically have prepared our tea over here. I don't know how many times we are basically gonna fight this dragon, but yeah, we're basically back to fighting this guy. But this time the fight is a bit different. You don't see his health bar, so that is a bit like different. And the other thing is, like, you kind of limited to just fight on this, like, in this area, so you kind of trapped if like I am in the corner right now, so I should be careful. Yeah, like, as you guys will remember in my previous videos, you basically fought this dragon out in the open, so it kind of makes this fight a bit like the overall feel, the setting a bit different, so that is like kind of cool. I appreciated that, like, I mean, that the game added that variety to the same, basically you're fighting the same dragon. That's cool. And in this video I'm basically showing the Stars of Ruin is basically shining in this video. One of the most effective spells against aggressive bosses and enemies. So yeah, so that is actually cool in this video to watch. The one downside about this fight, I would say, is just it drags a bit too much. I don't know if that is because I basically have an intelligence build and I mostly fought ranged, like at the range. So I don't know if it's that, because I think like maybe it would have been different if I had like more like a strength build. Yeah. So, but the fight is still interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, we basically got him. So from here, we basically just gonna continue until we basically make our way to the boss. Alright, made it to the lost site of grace. A lost grace site. Okay, so we're just taking out these enemies over here. We're gonna take out some more enemies. And as I basically mentioned earlier, the Stars of Ruin is really effective if you want to just take out these enemies, and I can pretty much guarantee you will find a lost site of grace, so you can basically restock on flasks, whether it's HP or FP. Right. So as I said, or mentioned, that you will just find the lost site of grace. So if you're worried about maybe FP flask right before the bosses, because that's usually what happens. You go straight into a boss fight and then you basically will die because you're unprepared. But anyway, we're just making our way down this pathway over here. What is good about this map is you just follow. It's basically going in a spiral, so it's really easy to navigate where you need to go to progress. Alright. Yeah, and we made it to another lost site of grace. We're just gonna go and activate our summoning pool. I got lost over here. And these enemies hit hard. Yo, look at that damage. Yo. Alright. So we basically made it to our main boss fight. So I'm gonna have a death counter right in the right corner. I don't know what I was doing here summoning, because I mean it was just not, it was bad timing. So you guys can track how many times I actually died in this video. But these guys are brutal. I was bullied, man, like literally, like it was so unfair. Okay, this wasn't part of the boss fight, but I still died, so couldn't make it too easy for you guys. Oh, that was a deadly combo. I haven't tried this, but it wasn't really effective, so alright. Thou shalt not pass. Okay. So this is basically the main fight. It was like an intro for you guys to see how ridiculously unfair this particular boss fight was. So okay, I should probably go over the strat I chose. So as you can see, that summon over there, he has the ability, like he shoots arrows, and those arrows like puts enemies to sleep. And luckily for us, the Godskin Duo are basically vulnerable to the sleeping arrows. So what the sleeping arrows obviously do is like it immobilizes, it creates a short, like temporarily gap where you can basically take out one of them. As you can see, one of them is asleep while the other is asleep. Now you can basically fight them more like a, it's basically leveling the playing field, so that is definitely good. And I would say like the developers really thought this through, because I mean, come on, like they added a variety of ways to take on these bosses. And yeah, I must say it does help when obviously like you're struggling with like a combo, like a pair of bosses, because I mean it is really kind of unfair to fight two like strong bosses at the same time. So yeah, we're almost there, guys. Alright, so this is where I actually got nervous again, because in this fight, if you take too long to take out like the last remaining one, the other one will spawn, and then I'm back to square one where I have to basically fight both of them at the same time. Like you see, now I have to fight both of them at the same time. I'm running out of flasks, and like it's very difficult to cast the Stars of Ruin when you're rolling all the time. Phew. This is gonna be close, guys. Very, very close. Coming down to the wire. Who's gonna be victorious? Alright guys, 12 deaths. So thanks for watching the video till the end. I will see you in the next one. Hi everyone, I would like you guys to subscribe to the TheWestiestBrad channel. And I also like to encourage you guys to like, comment, and also share my videos. But again, please subscribe, because it's free, man. You know it's free. Anyway, goodbye.